don't think I'll ever fall out of love with basketball. It's my first love for sure.
You have 27 people that are for you, but we listen to that one negative person that's against you.
I never really cared what people thought about it or thought about me. I knew who I was and I knew what I was capable of despite having hearing loss. If I could do my entire basketball career all over again, I definitely wouldn't change anything. Hi, my name is Abby Holtman and this is my story. I'm Abby Holtman. I am from Florence, Kentucky, and I'm on the women's basketball team at the University of Cincinnati. As soon as I picked up a basketball, I immediately fell in love. I just loved the sport. I loved the pace. I was naturally good at it, so that helped. But yeah, I mean, I'm just in love with it to this day. I don't think I'll ever fall out of love with basketball. It's my first love for sure.
Abby, when she was born, she failed the hearing screening test at the hospital. They tested her probably 3 times before we even left the hospital. And then when she was an infant still, I would take her and they did something called a brainstem response test where she had to be asleep, but she also had colic, so that was hard. They couldn't get a full or a very detailed response from that. When she was like 2 and 3, I would take her to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they would do the testing where you sit in the booth and she would have to listen for just sounds to look at. When you're sitting in that booth with her and I can hear it clear as day and she's not responding at all, you know, I kept telling him, I know she has, you know, I know it is.
So I got my first hearing aids at 4. I could tell I couldn't really hear, I guess, but being told that you have hearing loss is kind of like a new thing for me.
We went to Tommy Evans at the Cincinnati Children's Audiology Department.
He's great. He's been very supportive of me, and he's just a very good person, just a good person to have in my corner, especially because he understands what I'm going through with the hearing aids.
He actually showed us what she couldn't hear. So like it would be running water, dogs barking, the leaves rustling outside.
That's when, for us, you started noticing the difference. When she, takes them out, she doesn't respond the way she does. And now these new hearing aids that she just got, it's crazy. I gotta watch what I'm saying because I'll whisper and she hears me now.
It's not about how loud you talk or how loud a noise is, it's about the pitch and everything, and I think that's what can get confusing when talking about hearing loss. Just because something is like at a certain volume doesn't mean I'm gonna be able to hear it if it's not in the right frequency or right pitch. Because sometimes it'll be like, oh, just turn your alarm up. But that's not how it works. If it's not the right setting or right pitch, then I'm not gonna hear it regardless. I think that's just something that people can learn, and it's a learning experience for us all. I have so many memories in that driveway. Every time I pull up, I just can see my younger self out there with my dad. I'm getting emotional because I just remember him pulling in and I would wait outside every day to see that red truck drive by. And, just having him there and that driveway is it really is a pivotal moment in my basketball career because that's where I was every day. And most of my career, that's where I was. And we really got back into it when COVID hit, and that brought back a lot of memories as well. And just learning, that's where I learned how to shoot. I learned how to shoot outside. I learned how to dribble because all the cracks in the driveway, you learn how to maneuver that like defenders. But yeah, my dad would come home from work every day after working outside all day, and he would just pick right where I was. I would be waiting for him and he wouldn't complain, and he would be just as excited as me to put that work in, and I'm forever grateful for him. The FM system, I got introduced to that in 3rd grade, I want to say. It's like a little system that my teacher would wear, and it's a microphone that would connect to my hearing aids so that I could hear them directly, more clearly, no matter where I was at in the classroom. So we figured my 8th grade year that we would give it a shot. to play basketball with it. So my coach, when I played JV in 8th grade, he started wearing it, and that was the first time I had that system in a basketball setting. It's hard to get it sanctioned by NCAA because of the rules and everything. That was the last time I used it in 8th grade, just because the hearing aids wouldn't work when I was playing. So we had to just get rid of those completely when I was playing. I had to literally run down the court and throw them to my mother in the stands because they would just die on me, or they would be staticky, and that's worse than just not having them in. So it was much easier for me just to say whatever, like I'll just play without them.
I noticed you have a catching jersey behind you. Do you want to talk about, is she like a role model with you as well?
For sure, yeah. She was really one of the first athletes that were a part of like the hearing loss community, the deaf community, and just having that representation, especially being a women's basketball player and having a women's basketball player on TV, she really showed the hearing loss community that you can do whatever you put your mind to, no matter what your disability is. She definitely was a role model growing up, and it was just cool to have someone like me on a big screen, and it was just really cool to see.
Can you hold this?
Hey Abby, it's Tamika Ketching. I just wanted to take a moment to connect with you. Your coach had reached out, shared your story with me, shared your inspiration and who you are as a person. And first off, I am honored to get this opportunity to shoot a video for you. I know you have an upcoming season you're looking forward to, you're excited. You got a lot of people watching. And one thing I want you to know is that you are an inspiration to so many people, not just for your little sister, but for a lot of your teammates, for your coaches, and the people that are around you. So this season, I want you to go out there, I want you to have fun. You are going to experience highs and lows. That's part of the game. But as you're going through and as you're journeying on, know that people are watching every single step that you make. And I know that you will be successful. So I'll be watching you, I'm going to keep up with you. Hopefully I'll get a chance to meet you in person, but in the meantime, do your thing, alright? Have fun, God bless, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you serious? That's actually crazy. Oh my god.
We're just so proud of her for everything that she's accomplished in such a young age, going through what she went through with the hearing loss and struggling with hearing on the court. She overcame it, and she's dedicated to the sport. She's dedicated. She's so smart. I mean, I promise you, I don't think I ever saw her read a book here, like
Or
a
do
school
homework
book,
and
or
she
do
gets straight
homework,
A's.
and she's straight A student.
I don't think I would be the person I am today without any of the setbacks that I had to go through. I think it's just in my personality to keep going, to keep fighting. I've never really been one to give up no matter what happens. So no matter the adversity or hard times that I face, I just constantly push through. And I think anything can be a lesson in life. I don't think anything is meant to be too hard. I think my message is just to do what you dream of. I mean, I've been dreaming of doing this since I was a little girl, and I didn't let anything set me back. I didn't let my hearing loss set me back. And I just think if you keep pushing, if you keep fighting, you can do what you dream of, and just dream big and go for it, because you don't want to have any regrets in life.